Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then thank you so much for tuning in. So today, as you probably guessed by the title, I am going to be trying to make some Nigerian meals. If you don't know already, my boyfriend is Nigerian and has made me food before, which I've kind of been watching and trying to pick up on the recipe. I'm going to try and make them and then he's going to try them and rate them and see if I've done a good job. So I do need to go to Tesco's and to a, what's it called again? The Jollof food store?
Yeah, Jollof food store.
The Jollof food store, which is like a, is it African?
I don't think it's African, but I think it's African actually.
Yeah. But you can get things like that you can't get in Tesco's. So we're going to go there, pick up some stuff, and then I'm going to try and make a couple of meals. Do you think I'll do okay?
What?
How do you think I'll do?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, because if not, it's all ruined.
Is it like this?
Yeah, like that. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I would be very, what's it called?
What?
I would rate you just as you cook it.
You're not going to be nice to me?
You're not biased. I would rate you just as you cook it.
Well, I suppose that's fair. So...
Let me tell you one thing about Jess. She doesn't know anywhere in Newcastle. She drives, but she doesn't know anywhere in Newcastle. So I've been taking her everywhere. Everywhere in Newcastle, I'm the one that's been taking her. So right now, we're going to Tesco, yeah? Tesco?
You're such a liar.
No, answer.
Yes, we're going to Tesco.
We're going to Tesco, right?
You think I've never been to Tesco's?
I'm not saying you've never been, but the first time you went there, who told you the directions? Now, go left, go. Yeah,
this
right.
Is
Right. That's what I mean. So basically, we're going to Tesco first, and then the African shop, yeah?
Yeah. I didn't know where that was because I'd never been, but I've been to Tesco.
So who directed
before.
you? Who directed you?
Well, me, because
who directed you? Was it me?
Google Maps.
Nah, so that's a lie. That's a lie. So just it's me. All right, it's me. Me. So after now, Tesco, then the African shop, and then she'll make the food, and then we can rate her. Okay. So believe me, we're supposed to just come and get some foodstuffs, but yes, apparently she's gonna come and get some clothes too. This was not part of the deal, or not part of the plan. She says she's just looking, but watch this basket get filled now, because she says she's just looking. I don't think she's just looking. No, she's not just looking. This is not where they sell ingredients for jollof rice. Jess, this is not the ingredient section.
Now look who's shopping.
No, I'm not shopping.
Yes, you are. Oh, but we're in the men's section.
No, we're not.
You're shopping now.
I'm gonna get socks. Our socks shopping. No,
Come on, then.
our socks is shopping. But wait, hold on. What do you think? We're just looking.
We're just looking. So we've got our ingredients from Tesco's. We'll go and pay for this lot. Yeah, we also bought 2 packs of socks, but that's fine. Don't worry, that's all we needed. And then we're going to go to the Jollof store. Okay, so we're back now from getting the food. I'll go through everything that I've got out. There's quite a lot of ingredients here. Yeah, I was just saying before, I'm a little bit nervous in case I mess it up, but I feel like I'll be okay. I've watched him make it quite a few times, so I feel like if I can try and like remember how he does it, then it might be alright, because everyone apparently makes it in their own different way. So I have got a recipe that I've got online that I might loosely follow, but I'm going to try and do it as much as I can from up here. But before you make a jollof, you need to make a Nigerian stew. So we're going to start with that and make the chicken as well. I've also got quite a lot of chicken out, which will be more than what we need for the recipe, but like I feel like you can just batch cook that and then we'll just have it with some other meals as well. But yeah, let's show you what we've got. Okay, so in terms of seasoning, we've got some curry powder, some chili powder, thyme, some bay leaves, some ground ginger, some salt there, and these are the Maggi, like they're basically like all-purpose seasoning cubes. I'm going to use about maybe 2 of those. Then we've got some vegetable oil. There is quite a lot of oil in this recipe, but I feel like that's just how you make it. I'd be intrigued if I can do this. then I might see if I can try and make it another time without using as much oil, but I feel like it'll not be the same. Then we've just got some rice there. This is the Easy Cook long grain rice. Some tomatoes, one of these peppers, which we got from the African store. We've got some chili peppers there. Now this is where I always tend to go wrong when putting these chilies in, is that I never know how much you need of these, because it can either not be enough and you can't barely taste them, or it will blow your head off. So that is another part that I could mess up. Some red onions, we used 2 of them, and then this is the chicken that I've just got left over that I bought the other day. I'm just going to cook all of this and just, like I say, we'll just separate it at the end as to what we can keep for other meals and then what we'll have with these meals. So that's everything out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cook it and do a voiceover, because I feel like I'm going to lose concentration if I start like talking through it as I'm doing it, but we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed. Emmanuel's just playing FIFA with his headphones on, so he has no idea how this is going to turn out until I present it to him, so wish me luck. So the first thing I'm doing is just popping some chicken in the pan. I'm using chicken wings and chicken thighs, and then seasoning with garlic, curry powder, thyme, and the 2 Maggi seasoning cubes. Then I'm just adding some boiling water to about 3/4 of the way up and popping a lid on, and I'm just going to boil that for about 20 minutes. Next, I'm just taking the skin off the red onion, and then I'm just going to be chopping it using my vegetable chopper. I'm going to pop a link in the description for this, because it's probably one of the best inventions that I've ever come across for chopping vegetables. Then I'm just adding the red onions into the pan with the chicken and leaving that to boil. So I'm just popping some tin foil here onto a baking tray, and then I'm going to be adding the pepper, the tomatoes and the chilli onto the tray and then popping them in the oven. So the purpose of this is trying to dehydrate the tomatoes as much as possible and get as much of the water out as we can, so that when we blend it all together it makes a nice thick paste. So I just put them in the oven for about 20 minutes to start with, just to see how it goes. There's Emmanuel inspecting on the process. And adding rice into the pan. I added about 2.5 cups to this, and then I'm just going to wash my rice until the water comes out a bit clearer. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to pop a lid on it and put it to one side just to let it kind of steam cook to start with. So these are the tomatoes now out the oven and just taking the skins off. It turned out that they hadn't dehydrated quite as much as I wanted them to, so I popped them in the blender with the pepper and the chilies, blended it up, and then I popped it in a pan and boiled it. So for this I did put the lid on just because it tends to bubble up and spit quite a bit, but then once the chicken was done I just popped this on another baking tray with some tin foil and into the oven, and I'm keeping the chicken stock because we'll be using that for later. Next, adding some oil into a pan. It turned out that I actually used way too much of this and I ended up draining some of it, but I'm then adding my tomato paste in there and just frying it off for a few minutes. And then next adding in the chicken stock from earlier and stirring that in. So I'm actually adding the rice from earlier into a wok. Ideally you'd use like a big pot for this, but I don't have one, so we're just using a wok for now. Adding in the tomato stew into the rice and giving that a mix around, and then adding a bay leaf in there as well and covering it with the lid. Now I've put tin foil on there just to keep the flavours in and just made sure that it was on nice and tight. So you just want to leave this on a fairly low heat so that the rice can absorb the stew and get soft. Make sure you don't mix it until near the end because otherwise it starts to burn quite quickly. Once you've mixed it this time, leave it for maybe 5 or 10 minutes until it's done to your taste. And then once it's finished, it should look a little something like this. So it's absorbed the stew and the rice is looking nice and red. And then here is the chicken just come out the oven, which has been grilled on both sides for about 10 minutes on each side. Ready?
Yes, I know.
There you go.
You just
Sort of Billy.
You didn't even say excuse me, Billy. Sorry.
First impressions before eating it.
I mean, first off, yeah, the color. The color is already looking good. Do you understand? This is how you want your jollof to be, like this kind of like shiny, bright, like
Red.
Yeah, like red or golden brown. You know, jollof like.
It smells nice.
Ah, one thing that you forgot.
What?
That you could have added was the mixed veg, the green peas,
Yeah,
carrots.
you can add veg to it, but I didn't.
Yeah, you could have.
I don't really have that. I should have bought some.
Oh, I thought you had one.
Yeah, but you don't like broccoli, do you?
Oh,
it's got broccoli.
Oh, that's the country
cauliflower.
mix.
Okay, taste test.
Nice, actually, yeah. Just the right amount of spice. The right amount of, like the tomatoes that made it like red like that. The flavor is nice too.
So I've done good for my first time. What about the chicken? Well, we eat the chicken all the time, but chicken looks good.
Chicken looks good.
Do you know what I did forget to put in that I didn't mention to you?
What's that?
The ginger and the chili powder.
You didn't put the ginger at all?
No.
I can't even feel it.
Forgot about it.
You know, the ginger is just supposed to like add like a little aftertone. You know, like that little zing after this spice.
But can you tell it's not got it in?
No, but it looks good. It's just good. For the first one, I'll give you a 9.
A 9?
Yeah, there's no.
Wow. No,
there's no vegetables. You know me. I love vegetables. I love broccolis. I love all those things.
That's a lie. Every time I put broccoli on your plate, you turn your nose up. I'm happy with a 9. I'm happy with a 9.
I love broccolis. But hey, be careful. You might still reduce with the chicken because you know the chicken. You're supposed to be like a guru in the chicken now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I test it and it's not like, so the chicken might deduct mark from you.
We've already had a 9, so we're gonna stick with the 9.
No,
yeah.
no.
Yeah. So
The
it's
9
a 9
is based off of this is your first jollof.
Yeah.
You get me? I'll still rate the chicken after. But the chicken, I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be fair, I'm not gonna be light. You'll be cooking chicken.
Brutal.
Yeah, I'll be brutal. You've been cooking chicken for like how long? So any little off taste will take a little from your 9. In fact, let's do that now. I can't find false yet.
So we're gonna stick to the 9.
No.
So chickens are what?
No.
Chickens are 10 out of 10, I think.
Hold on. We need the drink too.
Okay, yeah.
If the water is too much in the mix, we'll take out of the 9.
Are you joking? You're finding any excuse to not give me points. But overall, I think I did quite good.
No, overall banger.
Banger. It did take me a while to make though. It took me like, how long?
It was up to 2 hours.
Like 2 hours maybe, yeah. But I feel like the more I do it, then the quicker I'll get, because I'll not be like looking at the recipe and stuff. I need the drink because I can't take the heat.
There's no heat here, bro.
There was clean plates at the end, which I'm assuming means that you liked it.
Yeah, for real, it was. I think it was. I don't know if it was really because now you now start feeling like, oh.
My head will get bigger.
But yeah, it was a good cook. It was nice.
Overall rating?
Overall, I don't think I would, cause yeah, the rice was perfect. It was not soft. It was not strong. It was just perfect. It was in the right spot. It was in the right color. It was in the right, like, I mean, for me, the spice wasn't. I know you said the spice was a bit too much.
But that's just me, because I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to spice.
For me, the spice was like just the right amount. Do you understand? So, and it was okay. The chicken, the drink, everything just went straight up. So it was a
thumbs up. Brilliant. But now that means that I've got to make it all the time. But I want you to make it still.
You want? Sure, why not?
Because this was like his meal that he like. You make the jollof and the stew and the stuff for me, and then I made whatever.
What do you mean whatever? Why are you saying the other things?
Like just
whatever?
like other whatever. Like whenever like.
But I can't make the whatever. I don't even know how to make the garlic bread.
So I think that went pretty well.
Yeah. It did.
Yeah.
So
other things.
So basically, now that you did the jollof, you know how to do stew because you did stew before the jollof, so you can just stew. Brother!
Bounced off the sofa.
But then like so you could like do stew and then white rice.
Yeah, because the stew you can have with like pasta, rice,
Exactly,
like anything,
yeah.
can't you? But yeah, maybe we'll try it again with something else. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to end the video there. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you've tried this before, if it's something that you'd like to try. And
You dropped the recipe, yeah?
Yes, I'll put the recipe in the description. Some of it will have been on screen and whatnot.
Okay.
But yeah,
okay.
I'll leave a recipe in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I feel like I can see you watching me. Bye. Say bye.
That's so weird.
You just say bye.
Baby, let me love you, let me love you.